All right, everyone, here we go with Jupiter going direct in Taurus and the effect it's going to have on that energy of Venus in Sagittarius, which hopefully you watched that reading because it's a big effect. And it came out here in the pre-shuffle. As predicted, it will. It's a general reading, may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Reading is timeless. This will affect all of you at different stages. But it is good news that Jupiter is moving direct. Jupiter expands everything it touches. Jupiter retrograde can be pretty boring. It can be. Yeah, you may have reconnected with old friends or things like that. It's possible with it, you know, sitting in an earthy type sign. You may have gone over old plans. It depends. But nothing really moves forward until Jupiter goes direct. And it's adding an earthy element to what would otherwise be a very free-spirited kind of nature to the energy around us. Here in the pre-shuffle, I said, give me the influence of Jupiter going direct in Taurus on the soulmate cycle. And I get the surface energy here, and it's what I talked about in Venus in Sagittarius reading, right? I said that's kind of a free spirit thing. It's the hippy-dippy person planning the party. Unicorns, flowers everywhere, all rainbows, everything all tie-dye colored. And they're planning it with their friend Jupiter, who's like, well, bringing in some reality. Here's a King of Cups, here's a Page of Wands, and it's a Page of Wands sandwich between the King of Practical, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups, who's very controlled in their emotions. And this guy's all about what's real, what's reality, what can really happen. And there in the middle is our hippy-dippy friend. There's the little child right there, my little adventurer. And that's just what's on the surface. Okay? Doesn't mean nothing's going to happen. In fact, it's very encouraging that the Page of Wands is here, right? Because that's some, you know, someone who takes on some adventure. It is an element of communication here. All right, let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. This first card out is Before the Cut. It's Why the Fuck Are We Here? And these cards do not want to shuffle today. They do not want to. It's very weird. Let's see where we go. First card out is Before the Cut. It's Why the Fuck Are We Here? So why the fuck are we here? Jupiter direct. Pulling this on the last day of 2023. Wow. What a year. I'm telling you, it's been quite a year for me. I hope it was for you. I don't know. All right, there's the Hierophant. It's why we're here. Okay? It's lasting changes. Lasting. It's about spirituality. It's a deep energy in what's reflecting here. These cards are just mediums for me. This is reflecting that things are happening on a profound level. Long-term changes. Things are expanding that expand the mind and the soul. Okay? And the body. A lot of health changes for a lot of people as well. Okay? Let's see what's going on after the cut. Let's see. This incoming energy. I still think it's encouraging that Page of Wands was there. But it's not surprising that the practical kings showed up on either side of that page. And the Magician. Big change happening. Big change. This is an alchemy energy. It's led into gold. That's reflecting off of this. Not smoke and mirrors, not anything. No. This is an energy right here where now that what the universe is saying here from the pre-shuffle to the cut cards is now that Jupiter's direct, shit's going to happen. Rubber's going to start hitting the road where it wasn't before. A whole lot of wheels spinning before, okay, while it was retrograde. This is good. And I've seen this happen in my own life where nothing's gone on, and then Jupiter goes direct, and all of a sudden the phone starts ringing and things start happening. It's that kind of energy, all right? So let's see where we go here. Let's give the deck a shuffle. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of Jupiter direct in Taurus. Very nice. Very nice. Right, the final stage before it changes signs and moves into Gemini. Let's see where we go. Okay. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table. Again, backing up everything I've said so far. Four of Wands. A stable new beginning. It's the beginning that leads to 10 Pentacles. What's fueling it? 9 Wands. Again. No, nothing holding us back now. 9's of the end in tarot. There's not much left of that wall. The sun is shining through. Just got to break a couple of sticks here. Yeah. The rubber hits the road here on some level. But on a level that's very practical. Things that can happen, not pie in the sky. All right, let's go. Our reading's on the flip. Right here's the energy around your connection as Jupiter moves direct in Taurus. Right here's the 3D energy around this incoming energy, your person, if you will. Right here's their soul. This is the hidden energy, message from the universe, read with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything. Throw some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses, and I know they are, it's the last extended of 2023. And there'll be a link for it in the description. What's the energy around your connection right now? Let me refocus. Okay, I'm ready. Let's do it. High Priestess. Yeah, I knew that. See, I knew there was something there. You know, I said, let me refocus. It's like a card of meditation, right? It's a card of the High Priestess. It's very intuitive. It's very nice energy here. It can represent hidden energy. What has been, it's talking about with the Four of Wands as the overall energy and the Nine of Wands, nines being the end in tarot. It's talking about where your connection's concerned. It's a very mysterious energy here. It's about what's been hidden now can be revealed. Okay, but it can be revealed not from a page of wands kind of energy, more King of Cups blending with King of Pentacles. Okay, the reality of what can happen and where you can go. And that's nice because that allows for what the Hierophant was talking about, which are real lasting changes. All right. 3D energy around your person. Let's go. The world. Yeah, totally different. Totally. It's the most powerful card I could pull. It's the most auspicious card in the tarot. That means really good. Right? It's under a different energy. Something, because this is moving forward, because Jupiter, the largest planet, right, affects us a great deal here on planet Earth. It also protects the planet, right? This is a brand new energy. Somebody's behaving in a brand new way. Okay, we'll find out more when we clarify. I'm a little skeptical of that. But their soul is here. It bookends the High Priestess. You got a soul connection. They're read together. Nine of Pentacles. There's the free spirit. There's the free spirit. The free spirit that's been hidden, that's been pushed down in favor of the practical and heart chakra closed in these runners, is out. It's ready to roll. It's a liberation energy. The soul under what the universe is saying here is the soul under this energy is liberated. Under this energy is liberated. So it's all flowing. This is a flowing High Priestess. Backs up what I said. What was hidden will be revealed. Now it can be. All right, and it will be over the coming months. I'm telling you, all of us, these runners, you, me, we're all starting brand new journeys heading toward new 10 Pentacles. No doubt about it. Okay, hidden energy, message from the universe. It's read with the High Priestess, technically. The devil. It's fear that's around that. Now, I could go all fancy with you because we're talking to the universe, talk about soul contracts and ties that bind and angel light coming in. It's fear. Someone's been afraid, I'll phrase it this way, someone's been afraid for what's been pushed down to come out and allow it to flow. And under this energy, it's flowing. Their inner free spirit, if you will, which is always there. These runners in this cycle have a very free-spirited soul that's been blocked. Your job, I suspect, on a tertiary level anyway, was to open that up a little bit. Something in the energy right now is allowing it to flow. I say something, it is a great deal of Jupiter going direct. It really is. Okay? So we'll get more on the fear here in a little bit. But what's the potential final outcome? It's read with the world. Now anything the world is read with, I haven't looked. I don't know. Anything in my experience over 30 years pulling cards, using them to help me translate energy and such. Anything that's read with the world is about a 99.99% chance it comes to fruition. Okay? And I don't know what's here. But I can tell you, well, I do now, I took a peek. I can tell you, it's a King of Wands energy here. Somebody here is no longer behaving like the Burger King. Under a new energy, someone is not behaving this way. Okay? This is communication here. This is someone with a fire in their belly. I don't often read the King of Wands this way. I usually say it's the Burger King, it's ego, it's somebody who's got to have it their way. That's why we call it the Burger King. You know, this is your runner. They don't want to fall in love. They just want the superficial. They go for the low-hanging fruit, that kind of thing. Nope. Nope. It's read with the world. You're going to get a communication from whoever this is to you. Okay? There's a good chance of it. I mean, they can free will their way out of it. But where the energy is flowing, you're going to get a communication. Somebody here is taking passionate action, which is not how they normally behave. because the soul is free and flowing. What was hidden will be revealed. Now the fear, they've been afraid. I'm curious about that. We'll see that when we get there. Overall energy, 4 of Wands. Very encouraging. And yeah, that backs up Jupiter going direct. Things start happening. Jupiter retrograde is boring. Jupiter retrograde, it's a time of reflection. Okay, fine. And sometimes you revisit old things. And oral people, fine. But generally speaking, in my experience, since I was a little kid tracking this stuff, when Jupiter goes retrograde, it creates a bubble. You're pretty much stuck with what you got, okay? And you live within that and sort it out and fix things up and whatever. That bubble pops when it goes direct and things start happening. And that's what's going on now. That's why this is worth pulling on. It's a big ending to a big year, all right? Going into a very big year. All right, hopefully you read my write-up on what this year is about. It's the year of 32. That's the title I've given it, a number. First time in history I've given it, I haven't come up with some clever movie title or potential song title type thing for a year. First time in the history of me giving titles to years, which goes way back, decades. I've given it a number. So please read that blog article. It's there. You can find it in my blog. It's one of the more recent ones, so it'll be right there in the recent posts list on the right-hand side in the articles section. All right, let's go. High Priestess. Tell me about the High Priestess. We're going to clarify with the Light Seers here. Witches and Light Seers. Let's see where we go. All right. Wow. Yeah, they've been afraid. I said that, right? It's crossed by the Strength card. Not afraid. What this guarantees, heart chakra open. Yeah, these are read with these. Soul is liberated. That free spirit is coming out. Venus and Sagittarius playing a big role here. There's 2 readings tied together. Okay, it's just this is adding a little bit of reality to it. Like, slow your roll. What's possible and what isn't. But right here, I got the heart chakra wide open. What was hidden is about to be revealed. What's on top? The Tower. Very surprising too. What was hidden is about to be revealed. Right? And it's shocking, maybe, but it happens rather suddenly. And it allows for this connection to restart, to rebuild on something solid. Okay? Maybe for this incoming energy, allowing this energy to flow, maybe it doesn't result in communication for you. It could just be somebody realizing all these things, which allows them to finally make the changes in their life that are necessary. Okay? Whatever. Why is the Tower here? Either way, the Hierophant, long-lasting changes. This is about tearing down, rebuilding on a solid structure. This is a solid future influence. These are lasting changes. And this was the card, of course, before the cut, the Hierophant. Why we're here. And it showed up in your connection from another deck. That's amazing. All right. So cool. What was hidden will be revealed, and it brings lasting change, either internally within your person or as a direct communication with you, which I think happens quite a bit. I think that happens. Some of them will, if they free will their way out of communicating with you, it's because they just don't, they're afraid of rejection, that's all. But I think the majority of them are not here under this, because I've got strength right there. Okay. What's going on? The World. 3D energies around them, most powerful card I could pull. Tell me about the World. Tell me about the World. This is very smooth energy. You could hear it in my voice. You know, it's very smooth. It's also a little bit sideways, as I would describe it. I'm not sure what that means yet. It's a little bit sideways. Take it how it resonates with you. Maybe that means something to you. Maybe you kind of follow what I'm saying. In music, we have something called a sideways groove. It's a bit like that. It's a bit like a song like that. What's going on with the World card here? It's crossed by the 4 of Pentacles. Fear. So, environmental energy is fear. It's sitting on top of the World, which changes the energy. A new cycle is coming. Where there's been fear, there no longer is fear. The World changes everything. We get to the World, we've gotten past judgment. Okay, we're past that point. What's on top? Liberation. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. This energy flows from here to here. Tells me it definitely does. And the World is playing a big role. This energy stays open. And I know that because I got strength crossing here with the heart chakra open. So in order for this energy to fully get over here to the brain, to the 3D, The heart chakra has to be open. That's the translator. So, again, we're coming into a cycle, out of a cycle of fear, into a cycle of liberation. Okay? Free-spiritedness. Somebody here somebody's really feeling this connection with the Hierophant there. Okay? And things happen fast. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Three of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's starting over. Somebody is starting over. The King of Wands turning over a new leaf. Burger King turning over a new leaf. Serving better food. I don't know. You can look at it that way if you want. But that's just the way it reads. These are read with these. I mean, it's just straight up. Let's talk about their soul. Nine of Pentacles. Let's talk about it. Let's get in there. Give me the Nine of Pentacles. It came out twice in perfect order too, because this Nine of Pentacles flows over here and this Nine of Pentacles is sitting on top of the world. It means somebody's liberating themselves from a life that no longer suits them, that they've been afraid to liberate themselves from. Or somebody's liberating themselves from feelings that they've been afraid to express. It's probably more apropos here for this reading. Nine of Pentacles in the soul. It's very free spirit, very hippy-dippy energy coming out of here. Very much, and that's very much a part. I hope you watch the Venus and Sagittarius reading before you watch this one. All right? I would definitely advise that. But you could do whatever you want. Use my readings however you want to. Whatever pulls to you, calls to you. But yeah, what I said, it's crossed by two cups. Oh man, the soul is just balanced. It knows what it wants. It's a very free-flowing, liberating energy, and it's fueled by the most powerful card I could pull, Major Arcana, the world that leads to a fool on a new level, launching into new things, new adventures. There's some reality here with it, though. We got to remember the pre-shuffle. If it was just Venus and Sagittarius by itself, it would just all be Page of Wands. Woohoo! Like little kids coming up with stupid ideas and doing it and trying and whatever. It's not. It's much more. It's very real. It's a very tactile energy. What's on top? Seven of Cups. Somebody feels like they can make choices now. Somebody feels. Notice I said feels. They feel like they can do it. They feel like I'm free to do anything I want. This feels to me, these cards right here, Nine of Pentacles crossed by the Two of Cups with the Seven of Cups right here, is almost exactly the pull I would get if you just won the lottery. $50 million, right? You just won a huge thing. Imagine that. You got 50 million, 100 million, $200 million. You feel pretty free that all of a sudden the world is your oyster. That's this type of energy. And don't take me literal on that. I doubt your person won $200 million. Right. Okay, why is the Seven of Cups here? Knight of Wands. Our next card out is the Devil with that fear. This is like bleeding over here a little bit. She looked a little devilish to me. Okay, that's just the way I read it, right? She looked like trouble. She looked like I'm gonna go to the party, run into her, bang her, and then she's not gonna leave in the morning. I'm gonna be stuck with her for a couple of months, and I'm like, oh man, I should have just kept my fucking zipper shut. You know, that kind of thing. Some of that fear bleeds over into here. Somebody here, though they feel liberated, that's why there's children on this card. That's why this card came out with the Nine of Pentacles. They're afraid they're going to make a bad choice. This is an energy of someone who is inclined to act impulsively and is actually stopping themselves. Or they think they're stopping themselves. Actually, what's stopping them is Jupiter direct in Taurus. All right? Like I said, if it was just Venus and Sagittarius by itself, it would be this. You know, woohoo, off we go, I'm going to blow. This would be why, with the Two of Cups crossing and the Nine of Pentacles, if this were here, this would be why the lottery winners usually end up going broke, right? Because they've never been rich before. They've always been poor. And I know plenty of super rich people. And I will tell you, they are cheap. They're cheap motherfuckers. The only people that spend money are poor people. Advertisers and marketing companies know this. They only market to poor people. That's all. Or middle class at the top. Those are the only people that spend money. They make you think you need this, you need that, you got to get this car. You're not going to see ads on TV for the latest Lamborghini. They don't need to advertise that. If somebody wants one and they got the money, they're going to go get it. You're going to see ads for fairly moderately high-end cars that maybe you can have that push the limits of whatever. It's true. Advertising only markets to poor people. And this is why, if it were like this is why most lottery winners go broke. Is because they don't realize that rich people don't spend money. They hardly ever spend their own money. Ever. You spend other people's money. The only people who spend their own money are people, and that's what happens. So you behave the way a poor person would behave with a pile of money, and you end up broke, right? Because you don't know how to manage money. If you don't know how to manage $1,000, you don't know how to manage $1 million. Doesn't matter. So at the end of the day here, we don't have that. We have somebody here who's afraid of what I just said, so they're holding back. They're thinking about their decisions that they're going to make. They want to make a wise start. They want to make a real start, something that can grow, right? These are children. They grow up. This is a Hierophant. This is lasting change, something that sticks, right? So this is good. They're pushing past the fear. They were afraid. That's what the universe is saying here. The devil is all but gone here, all right? So let's talk about the devil. Let's do it. Let's talk to the universe. I try to give you analogies to help you understand the energies. The same frequency of energy plays out differently in different situations. But that lottery example I gave you is exactly what's here. And that same frequency of energy will play out in the choices somebody makes, right? Somebody who feels like all of a sudden the world is their oyster. That's a frequency of energy. Doesn't matter if it's a lottery win or it's an emotional thing. Makes no difference. You can still screw it up by acting too impulsively, by going crazy. They're not doing that here, all right? So, let's talk to the devil. Tell me about the devil here, universe. Why'd you throw me this? I mean, I know why. I've been talking about it, but tell me more. Tell me a little more here. It's crossed by the Hanged Man. They got a new perspective on this sphere, under this energy. I'm going to hearken, I'm going to get Shakespearean here, and hearken back to the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups from the pre-shuffle that was surrounding that little page. Think of them like a couple of parental figures, right? To an orphan child or something like that. The energy of Jupiter direct is sort of behaving in a way that's showing your person the way. It's like a guru energy in a way. It's allowing expansion, but it's very controlled expansion. Okay? Very nice. What's on top? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, exactly what I said. All of a sudden, look, it's exactly what I said. First of all, someone was afraid to give, now they're not. Right? That's changed. They got a new perspective on that. However, the Six of Pentacles is also red with the Tower here in your connection. These two tie together. I think you're going to be real surprised. Something that was hidden from you, with this person, probably around how they feel, is going to be revealed. They're coming to give to this. And in fact, you're the only thing they want to give to, this connection. Either you directly or something like it, because this connection is an inspiration to them. Either or. I can't predict free will. I could just read you the energy. That's all. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? The Two of Pentacles. There's a great deal of frustration with this energy. The Two of Pentacles often creates friction or heat. It shows better in the Witch's Tarot, but because I'm using the Witch's Tarot as a base, the energy of it kind of flows through even in the clarifier cards. When you go round and round about something, it creates heat. It creates tension. What happened here is somebody in this energy, something about Jupiter going direct is making somebody reach their snapping point, where they just say, fuck it, and make a decision. And they stick to it. These two have kind of a color match here, these two cards. They stick to whatever decision they make. All right. It became a point where they were mad at themselves for being afraid, where in other words, they were the Burger King, right? The King of Wands, who protects their ego. So they ran. We'll just take an extreme example. They run from you. Run for the hill. Where the hell are they going? They run to protect their ego because they don't want to get hurt, don't want to fall in love. Last time I fell in love, I got hurt. I'm not going to do that. This is real love. Oh my God, it's scary. I'm going to run. They did that to protect their ego. But what happened is that backfired on them. And by never making a decision about you and running, what happened is that fear set in, and then they get mad because that fear itself hurts their ego, right? If the King of Wands realizes they're afraid of something, well, that kind of hurts their ego. Hey, I'm the King of Wands. I'm not afraid of anything. Might even be somebody who says, I'm not afraid of anything. But deep down, they were afraid. There was a lot of fear. So there's some kind of snapping point that's reached here, the universe says. And that's good. That's good. All right. Let's go. Let's pull the final outcome. King of Wands. Am I right or am I wrong? I could be wrong. I always allow for it. You should too. A wise person never assumes they're right. Ever. You know. It's a rule of philosophy. Once you start thinking you got it all figured out, you just prove to yourself that you don't. And I'm home spinning it. It's a bit more, man on the mountain, oracle on the mountain, in the actual way you'd want to say it. But that's really what it is. Once you start thinking you're always right and you got it all figured out, yes, there's your proof. There's your sign right there that you got it wrong. If you don't have it all figured out. What's going on? I got a lot of cards flying. I don't even know what to do here. Okay. Crossing the... I'm going to do it this way. I got the 2 cards right here for the top part. Crossing the King of Wands is the Empress. These cards are just flying around. Is the Empress. Somebody's feminine energy is coming up. That's one level, but you are just this is your energy attached to this. It is their sole focus. It is you have the undivided attention of this normally not interested Burger King. Remember, it's red with the world. Things changing here. Okay, so that's that, and I'm going to put that right there. Now I got 2 cards that go on top here. One is Justice, balanced energy. That tells me that they're balanced within their masculine and feminine here because of this energy. The Justice is red with the 9 of Pentacles. Somebody feels like this is the right thing to do. It's the only thing that's going to make them happy. And they're making new choices. I get that. Why is Justice here? The Page of Cups. And at the bottom of this deck, where it's split, one side has the Empress and the other side has the 5 of Cups. And remember, this is your energy attached to this. Somebody here feels really stupid. And I know that because this came out as a little Page of Cups here. Okay? A child and children. It's red. They're red together. Right? Somebody here this is one of the cards that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. Absolutely. And this is why. This is a very big reason why. There's a lot of regret here for not. I mean, you get a chance to bang the Empress, you bang the Empress. Look at the tits. It's the best tits in the tarot, for God's sake. Male or female, doesn't matter. At the end of the day here, somebody here spent too much time focusing on the wrong things. Now they're a bit balanced. They know what will make them happy. Likely result in communication from someone from an artist, from a runner formerly known as the Burger King. Okay? Is it lasting energy? I sometimes would say this might be temporary energy and it'll wear off. I think these changes that are happening right now and throughout 2024, these changes in their core beliefs on some level, okay? Because there's a lot of, the soul is liberated here. Change only happens in the soul, right? Which is why most people don't change. I didn't say they can't change. I said most people don't, because it only happens at the soul level. And I'm going to change. I've changed, baby. I'm different. They just make superficial on the surface changes, and those aren't lasting. That's just blowing dust in the wind, kind of a thing. I think here these can last with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is also why the fuck we're here before the cut. Keep that in mind. It's pretty impressive. Pretty massive reading here, okay? And underneath the Empress, by the way, you want to know how they feel about you? The Sun. That was underneath the Empress. Wow. Wow. Well, okay, let's, doesn't surprise me. So, yeah, let Jupiter do its thing. Is it going to result in communication right now? Today, tomorrow, a week from now? No, January is a setup month, and I told you that within the energy. Y'all are going to have some patience this month, some temperance. And remember, you are reflecting in this reading, you are the Empress. Empathy. Read my write-up on January 2024. It's important because this is your superpower. It's been coming up in readings. This energy will serve you well. That energy of empathy, your vast ability and vast amounts of it. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell us. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card. What else you want to tell everybody? All right. I got a lot to pull on in the extended. I'm going to pull on you. You already showed up here. Might as well. I'll pull on your Empress energy. And when Jupiter goes direct, we'll see what hits the road for you, right? The rubber hitting the road. We'll find out. Find out about you. I expect some sort of equal and opposite reaction for them. from what they got, because your soul's already awake and wide open. But I definitely got to pull on the devil with them. There's a lot more going on there. We'll see. We'll do a pretty intense reading. We'll go ahead and do a pyramid, and we'll go ahead and just pull a bunch of side reads on what's going on in their life as Jupiter goes direct. All right, we'll find out. Right now, I want a final message from my viewers, universe. Worry about the extended when I get there. Right? All right. It's the last extended of 2023. The last reading of 2023. Right here. 9 Wands. There you are. Queen of Pentacles and Empress. That's what you've been reflecting all year as in my reading. And in the last reading, I get you both times. And the 9 of Swords. Yep. You got them jumping around like a jackrabbit in a brush fire. Like their head's on fire and their ass is catching. All right? Somebody here is worried sick. Right? Worried sick that they have to open up to you. And they know they do. And I think that's what blows your mind here. They have to. They're worried that there's going to still be a wall, that they're still shut down. Even though they're feeling this, they're not sure they're feeling it. The free spirit is flowing. What I'm saying is they're not sure they can say the words. The brain still has a little bit of doubt in it. And if you remember the weekly reading, the one I did yesterday, we opened with a lot of doubt, right? Remember that doubt energy was there. So it's not surprising. This is an intimidating energy. This is a very attractive energy. I would be nervous. Look, I got a great deal of experience. I would be nervous to bang her. I don't want to disappoint her. Oh my God. Because if I do, I don't get to do it again. Right? I only get one. You only get one shot to impress the Empress. And I'm telling you, this person here, right, because they've put you on some kind of pedestal, be it emotional, physical, or both, it's a problem. It's a problem to put anyone on a pedestal. Anyone at all. It's a huge problem. And it leads to this kind of thing. So the universe is just saying, yeah, they feel it, but they're afraid that the words might not come out right, that they might hold back. So what I think this means, because I keep getting drawn, my eyes keep getting drawn to this tower. I think they just get diarrhea of the mouth if you hear from this person during Jupiter's forward motion through Taurus here as we move through. I don't think for most of you it happens in January. I didn't say it wouldn't. I just said I don't think for most of you it happens in January. I think January is a big, big setup month, and my Q1 of 2024 reading even proved that. If you do hear from them, it'll be an initial conversation. Again, the theme of setup. All right? But this is someone, they're on a pedestal. That's a false victory. Right? It causes a lot of anxiety for them. That's all. I would be flattered by this, but I would have empathy for it when they come in. Right? All you got to do is be a nice calming force. Don't yell at them and rip their face off, or where the fuck have you been? Right? Like that. Maybe just say, well, what happened here? Try to be calm. Okay? All right, that's your reading. But we're all moving. The overall energy of this reading is 4 Wands. This is a stable, new beginning that leads to a real 10 of Pentacles. I'm telling you that right now. All right. Wow. I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo on this. I got a lot of side reads to do. We're going to be real informal with it. It's the last extended of the year. But I got a devil. And it's a message from the universe devil. She got the universe, the fickle old gal. She got a lot more to say here. Okay. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. If you want the extended, links in the description. All right? It's up to you. Good luck.